Damn, I'm good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft Inc. This one's gonna be a good one. It's a match between SSNSmashKAB and SSNSpyte. SSNSmashKAB spawning on the north side of Antigua Shipyards as the Green Terran, and SSNSpyte spawning as the Blue Zerg at the bottom of Antigua Shipyards. Now, if you don't know who SSN is, it is the clan that basically runs this channel. I'm SSN Incarnum, and I say that at the beginning of every game. You probably recognize that. And StarCraft Inc. does not stand for StarCraft Incorporated. That Inc. is Incarnum, Inca, yeah, you guys get it. What you saw at the beginning when this channel was first made, for those of you who are still around from back then, that was almost a year ago now. Woohoo! We used to do a lot of team games, and we were known for trolling the ladder, basically. And we wouldn't try to lose or anything like that, but we would try to win in the most fucked up ways. I mean, at the start of the game, we would get up and walk away and go to the bathroom without pausing the game. We'd be gone for 2 minutes, and then we'd come back and we'd try to beat whatever attack they had built in that meanwhile with nukes or something stupid like that. Or we'd mother rush by the 7-minute mark with Marines and Banelings and try to Baneling toilet people. We would just do really odd stuff, and we tried to be as entertaining as possible. We'd be at rank 1 Master League in 4v4, and we'd be winning by mono battling. And not like the stupid mono battling, like I'll go Hellion, you go Double Ling, and you go Marauder, and try to win with like tier 1. We'd go like, one guy would go Mass Phoenix, one guy would go Mass Thor, one guy would go Mass Battlecruiser, and another person would go Mass Hydra. So weird stuff like that. But in recent times, we've all kind of hung up our team game coats, and we've started to take 1v1 really seriously. And SSNSpyte does stream, also SSNSmashKAB streams as well. Both of those are predominantly Zerg players, although SSNSmashKAB does play random. Spyte recently on her stream teamed up with Destiny, and any Zerg players have got to know who Destiny is. If you don't, go check him out because he's cool. But I will put a link to SSNSpyte's stream. That's the word I was looking for. I'll put a link to her stream in the description, and you guys can go check that out. She uses a webcam. She talks about sandwiches a lot. Women and sandwiches. Anyway, that's the way that is. Hopefully I don't get slapped for that comment, but we'll see. SSNSmashKAB is my roommate, and like I said, top of top of Master League, and SSNSpyte is his sister. She is also at the top of Master League, and both of these guys at the top of their game. So we're gonna see SmashKAB slowly plink away at that, getting a command center off the gas. I think maybe he was gonna go for double gas, changed his mind because the single gas kind of looks like it's gonna be factory play, and there is that factory right now. Whether we're gonna see a tech lab on that or a reactor, we'll just have to wait and see. Although there is a reactor on the barracks, so I am going to assume this is going to be Hellions. I have not seen these games, guys, so you know, any guess that turns out to be true is just because I know these guys' play style. I've watched them a lot of times, and none of it is prediction of the future. So, although that would be pretty awesome. I ate moldy bread one time, and I swear to God I saw that pass. But we'll see if those powers still pertain to this game. And we see a double command center. We are seeing aggressive Terran style. Very indicative of like a bomber style, actually. If you guys know who Bomber is. And that double expand is pretty popular. It's actually used as an in-base command center for a little while before it ever becomes an expansion. Just taking a drink there. Anyway, yeah, used as an in-base expansion, and what was I going to say? Shit. Damn you, drink. Damn you. But yeah, it will become an extra expansion later, but it does sit in that base for a while. Just use as mules. Basically, think of it as a macro hatch. Really, it's ingenious. I'd like to see Protoss players work in like a macro nexus for extra chrono boost or something. But so many Protoss are bad at using the chrono boost they already have. I don't even know if it would be worth it. Plus 400 minerals is a lot for a Protoss player, seeing as how everything they have is so expensive. I mean, it's not like the command center isn't 400 and then 150 for the orbital. I know that, but I'm just saying, like, you're building Marines, Protoss players building Zealots, right? So, anyway. Coolio, back to the Zerg player. She did take that the hatchery before both the gas and the spawning pool. So the gas and the spawning pool came after the hatchery. So it was a pretty aggressive expand on her part. Getting the roach warren here on the low ground, which allows for easy scouting, but it also creates this choke that makes it more difficult for Hellions and things like that to slip by, using the queen to kind of fill that gap. And it's definitely a good way to play as Zerg. You know, narrow your chokes, so you can really bottleneck things like Hellions and stuff like that. But I mean, there's no reason why the Hellions can't go around the long way. She did block out this space with an evolution chamber as well, and we do have 2 queens to fill in this choke. Now, that doesn't stop the Hellions from coming right in here, but if they stop here to shoot, the spine crawler and the queens will pick them apart. We do have roaches now, and will Hellions get away in time? We do see them run away before they die a horrible, slimy, icky, sticky death. We do have a bunker going down here to support this expansion. As those roaches are in existence, there is not much here to fight them off, so he will need that bunker to survive. Until the siege tank gets siege tech, it will be a close call. So, we'll see those roaches cross the map. I just realized my fly was undone. I was correcting that issue. And just almost there. Guys, I don't know if I said this. This will be a best of 3, actually. And like I said, I don't even know who won. They didn't tell me who won, and I wasn't there for it, and I didn't even know they were doing it. I just got these replays sent to me a couple days ago, and I should have cast them a lot sooner. I feel bad, but anyway, here we go. Siege mode, and they get out of there pronto. As soon as she saw the siege tank, she split. By the way, Spyte did see this expansion, the second command center, and she did take her 3rd, which was a pretty safe and smart thing to do for her. If you see your opponent doing anything that looks like they can't push out for a long time, you can freaking expand, or you can tack, or whatever you need to do. It should be very much in response to them, though. If they're expanding, you should expand. Otherwise, if you don't kill them right then and there, you're going to be so far behind, it's going to be disgusting. So anyway, we do have this kind of forward, I don't know what this is all about, kind of building a barracks forward on the ground. I guess it creates chokes and bottlenecks for the siege tanks to shoot through. But, I don't know. I don't play Terran. Whatever's best. We do have an Overlord here, which will spot the landing of this command center. And I'm not sure if SMashKAB knows it's there. As soon as he lands his command center, he'll know it's there. And at any rate, Spyte will see this command center finally becoming a resource harvesting point. We do have a couple Marines coming over here to finish this Overlord off. It's going to try to book it because it knows what's coming. And down it goes. It's not getting away. What do we have over here? Hatchery and Evolution Chamber. Guys, I have not been casting lately. And I'm sure you guys noticed. Some of you maybe not, but a lot of you sometimes message me when I haven't cast in a long time. The reason is I'm working on a side... Holy shit. I'm working on a side project, and I'll let you guys know what that is when it's done. But it's gonna be pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. I put a lot of time into it. I think I put 7 hours into it yesterday, which is pretty intense considering I do live with my girlfriend and go to school and have a job. So yeah, not a lot of time. So when you see me not casting, there's a good reason, man. I love casting and I do it every chance I get. So. We do have Muta out, and don't get upset with me for not calling that in advance. I mean, the production tab's open for you, not just for me. So we'll see this come into existence here, and a couple of Hellions for free here. SSNSpyte definitely taking advantage of that. These Marines do not have stim, and will not be able to chase those Muta down. We have a lot of missile turrets going down up here, which is a good choice by SMashKAB. I mean, the way these are lined up, though, I feel like the Muta could even kill them without much competition. They will be able to come over here and kill the tech lab on the factory, which is a huge pain in the ass, because there is an armory there, so Thor are a possibility, but you can't make any more until a new tech lab is on that factory. Siege tanks are in position to do some damage to those Lings. The Muta are in position to do damage to those siege tanks, but there are a bunch of Marines here to defend them. So good positioning in terms of SMashKAB's defense. I like the way he's set up for sure. I'd love to see him tug these Lings forward into the siege tanks Spyte has taken this expansion here. They do have creep spread over here, and overlord spotting all over the place for drops and things like that. I think Spyte, oh, these aren't even gold anymore, that's so funny. MLG, or maybe it's TSL, I don't know, there's a bunch of maps that took the gold expos out because they were complaining about mules strip mining them late game, which is true. I mean, if both players are running dry, like a Zerg player would have to build that expansion there, and that gives the Terran player so much time to kill it while it's building. But if a command center even lands there for a second, all the other command centers are going to drop all the energy that they've collected all game on that gold strip, and suddenly, you know, that Terran player is back at 2,000 bank. We will see these muta do quite a bit of damage, a lot of micro to pull them back. The Marines almost catching them in a bad spot. They do manage to kill a couple things, including that tech lab once again. More siege tanks being produced. I feel like we need more production from SmashKAB. He does, actually, he's not floating on money too bad. I thought he was floating. It's actually the Zerg player here that's floating. We will see. We have overload speed now, which is nice. It's kind of a late game upgrade that you should always get. It's never useless, and I feel like it's not that expensive, especially late game when you do have all that money. Look at all the upgrades across the table, and from these Terran player, we've got upgrades as well. On the ground, we've got 1-1. In the air, where are they? We got weapons 1. On the Marines, we have 2-1. 2-2 just popped, actually, and on the tanks, we have nothing. He kind of needs to, he's being too aggressive with this creep. He needs to siege up a little bit earlier. He's lucky that Spyte did not, you know, decide to bum rush him while he was setting that up. And the Lings will back up. Nothing giving the Terran player high ground right now, actually, which is a little bit dangerous. And he needs to set up his Marines farther forward, or those muta will be able to take out these siege tanks. This creep is becoming very dangerous for the Zerg player, and normally that's a thing you say about the Zerg player. But Spyte now saturating this base. Her macro is becoming quite a threat. We are seeing her take this base here and this base here. So that's a lot of bases on SmashKAB. We're seeing him pretty much double expand as well. Really nice. Starting to see him like push out in a dangerous way for the Zerg player. Oh, sorry, having a little problem. I need to blow my nose. But I'll wait until after. Holy crap. We're seeing the Zerg kind of run by the back here, completely flanking the Terran player. This is not good for him at all. And she will get into the mineral lines. She'll get into the supply depots. He has stretched himself too far. Marines coming back to clean this up. At least these tanks aren't naked. I don't think that these Lings will do too much damage, so they spent too much time going for the supply depot. SmashKAB needs to pull back. There's so many Lings doing free damage back here. These Lings will actually run away before the Marines can come back and kill them. And SmashKAB is actually not in too bad a shape, considering that could have gone much worse for him. I actually feel that Spyte lost more in the sense that she lost that army, and even though she can regurgitate it, it's a thing of larva. There were burrowed banelings here, which is something SmashKAB will have to be aware of and start scanning. Siege tanks did take out this expansion here, however, this one is still up, and SmashKAB doesn't even know about it. And because of the overlord spread, if any kind of drop goes that way, Spyte will know about it and will be able to intercept it. SmashKAB needs to be very aware of any kind of run-bys like what just happened in the future, because those will be a detriment for sure. This command center is now becoming a planetary fortress, and will we see any kind of aggression here from Spyte? It looks like she is slowly making the switch into Broodlord. I did see this greater spiral in the spire in the production tab. And I love that building. That is so freaking awesome. Anywho, we do see a bunch of Marines coming up here. Stimming, actually, which is a little bit of a waste. But the stim was a little bit too early, Mr. SmashKAB. Bunch of Lings coming to defend, but I think he will be able to snipe the hatch. And all the drones, and the queen, and everything else. Oh my god, so painful. We do see a burrow here, though, actually, for Spyte. Making sure that... Oh, there, SmashKAB found him, and we'll be able to get that hatch. The Lings, I don't know where they went. They're waiting at the bottom of the ramp with one baneling. It's kind of funny. And we'll see if Spyte can actually do anything with those. but this base completely cleaned up, which is a huge pickup for SMashKAB. And he will come down into the low ground here, and will he be ambushed by these? I think it would be a wise decision for Spyte to not try it, but here we go. She will come in. That Baneling not going to land on too much, getting about 3 Marines and losing a lot of those Lings, or at least having them brutally damaged. We're seeing snipes. Broodlords now in the mix, but there are a lot of siege tanks, making Broodlings not as effective as they could be. More Broodlords on the way. And how is SMashKAB going to choose to deal with this? Thor are not a bad option, but Vikings are a good option as well. It's really hard to deal with Vikings, though, only because the Corruptors just kind of come with the build, if you know what I mean. We will see the PF doing a lot of damage to those Lings. They're trying to do a run-by again. SMashKAB not prepared for it at all. This is him not learning from his mistakes. This is terrible. These Lings are going to pay for themselves 100 times over, especially this late in the game. SMashKAB is pretty short on money. And we will see these Lings just rip through here. This is not the kind of exchange that SMashKAB needs. If this trade for Spyte is cost effective, SMashKAB will be in a terrible position. He is stimming to run forward. Siege tanks killing his own Marines. Fungal growth going down on those Marines as well. And both players really tight here. We do see a couple ghosts here, and that's what he needs. Nukes going down for the Terran player, trying to hold the Zerg player back. If the Zerg player pushes forward, she will push forward onto the nuke! Are you kidding me? The nuke lands on the Broodlords and takes all the Broodlords out. SMashKAB getting extremely lucky. I thought that she knew it was there. Oh my goodness. Oh, she must be pissed. 8 more Corruptors on the way, and oh my god. I thought he was just trying to buy time, and I think really he was. He never expected that to land. And the Zerg player just kind of wandered into it. I thought for sure she knew where it was. I think she pulled back to look for it, but never found it. And oh my gosh, she has got to be pissed. There's probably no typing because they're probably both in Skype with each other, and she's probably bitching on Skype. But that was pretty awesome. And slowly seeing SMashKAB just crippled on the income tab. It's actually not doing too bad. Oh my god. That's not right. Oh my god. 28 harvesters to 98 harvesters, and his income is still in the lead. I don't feel good about that. But anyway, we do see Marines gonna pick apart this Ling army here. And a couple Broodlords coming forward here. Slowly kind of doing their thing. Look at the rapid fire sniping. Holy snap. Oh, that was awesome. Oh my god. A couple Marines gonna push in here and take down this expansion as well, and we're gonna see a big drop in the Zerg income here. And yeah, they were seeing that drop into the 9 and the 800 as one base down again. Over here, a couple Marines get caught by themselves, and that's bad news bears for them. And we do see Spyte slowly pulling her way into this this little engagement of Terran here. And there's not much that the Terran player can do. Spyte really pushing hard. We do see a lot of infested Terrans surrounding the siege tanks, and it's all up to the PF and a couple ghosts to fend the rest of this. I'd like to see these infestors need to back up. They need to back up. Oh no, Spyte, she's losing infestors for free. That is like the worst possible thing that could have happened in this situation for her. She needed every unit she could get. We're still on this income tab that is showing a dominant lead for the Terran player. And Spyte GG's out of this game. And we're going to go into game 2, guys. I'll see you guys soon.